4sides TV with me, Isma. Tensions between India and Pakistan have escalated dramatically following the breach of the barely hours-old ceasefire agreement. Just after Pakistan violated the ceasefire, prominent Indian leaders, including Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Omar Abdullah and Gujarat Home Minister Harsh Sanghvi, highlighted drone highlights on social media, raising alarms across both nations. Amid this brewing crisis, China has entered the diplomatic fray with an unexpected and supportive statement towards Pakistan. China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi reaffirmed Beijing's firm stance in backing Pakistan's sovereignty and territorial integrity, a statement that has quickly garnered international attention and raised concerns about the potential geopolitical implications. This development comes just as the two countries' military operations has reached a tense understanding earlier this day. Here's a special story from 4sides TV. The ceasefire breach by Pakistan came mere hours after an agreement was reached between the Director General of Military Operations of India and Pakistan. India swiftly condemned these violations, emphasizing that it has maintained a strong response and had issued instructions for its armed forces to take decisive action against any further infringements. Indian officials made it clear that these violations were taken very seriously and that appropriate military action was being taken to protect the country's sovereignty along both the international border or IB and line of control or LOC. In the aftermath of the ceasefire breach, Pakistan's Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar briefed China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi about situation in the region, particularly regarding the military exchange between India and Pakistan. In a highly symbolic gesture, China reaffirmed its unwavering support for Pakistan, with Wang Yi acknowledging the difficult circumstances under which Pakistan was operating and praising its restraint during these challenging times. He further underscored that China, as Pakistan's all-weather strategic cooperative partner and ironclad friend, would continue to stand by Islamabad's efforts to maintain its sovereignty, territorial integrity, and national independence. Shortly thereafter, Pakistan's Foreign Office released an official statement that echoed this sentiment, reinforcing the diplomatic backing it received from Beijing. Dar also reached out to Turkey's Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan, providing further updates about the unfolding situation, showcasing Pakistan's effort to gain international support during this crisis. This diplomatic exchange coincided with a series of tense developments on the ground. As drone activity was reported across sensitive area in Jammu and Kashmir, Gujarat and other regions, the situation remained volatile, with Pakistan's violation continuing. The Indian government remained firm, calling for Pakistan to take responsibility for these breaches and resolve the issue in a manner that would promote peace and stability in the region. India's response to the violation was clear. It would not tolerate further disruptions and was prepared to take whatever action was necessary to protect its territorial integrity. The Indian government also stated that its armed forces were on high alert and would continue to vigilantly monitor the situation. Any further violations of the ceasefire would be met with a strong response, ensuring that Pakistan's actions did not go unchecked. India urged Pakistan to de-escalate the situation and act responsibly to avoid further destabilization of the region. As the situation on the ground remains tense, the involvement of China in reaffirming its support for Pakistan has added a new layer of its already complex geopolitical situation. The Chinese government statement comes at a time when both India and Pakistan are on high alert, and tensions between the two nations are at their peak. While India has made it clear that it will not tolerate any further violations, the diplomatic backing that Pakistan has received from its allies, particularly China, complicates the situation further. The international community is closely monitoring the developments, with many wondering how this dynamic will impact future relations, not just between India and Pakistan, but also in terms of global diplomacy. As India and Pakistan continue to assert their positions, the situation is at a critical juncture, with the possibility of either diplomatic resolution or further military escalation on the horizon. How China's support for Pakistan will influence the ongoing crisis remains to be seen, but it is clear that both the nations are entrenched in their positions, making any peaceful resolution increasingly difficult to achieve. That's all for today. Thanks for watching 4sides TV with me, Isma.